Good morning, it is day 112. I have just left camp. It's only I don't know, it must be 6:30. I think I left later than usual. I definitely got up and going later than usual because it's only 3 miles in, which is amazing, and breakfast doesn't open until 7:30, so I didn't want to get there too early and be too cold. It is kind of wild though, because there's a bunch of snow patches around me. Well, not a bunch, I can't even show you any. There's a few snow patches still around me. So it's wild to see as much snow as I'm seeing in Crater. I only have about 16 miles now today. I did end up going further yesterday than I thought. So I thought I was only going 24, and then I went 2 extra miles, which I don't know how that happened, but it explained why I was confused about how close I was to the road. So I do not know what I was doing yesterday. But nonetheless, it makes today even that much easier, and that's awesome because I need to take a shower, but I am terrified of taking a shower before it's hot outside because I will be way too cold, and I'll have a hard time warming up, especially just with wet hair. I think it's gonna be kind of cooler today as well, so I'm just not sure how I'm gonna do with being cold, but that's okay. I have to take a shower because I did do the math, and I still have 4 days until I'm in Shelters Cove. That would make for what is that, an 8-day stretch without taking a shower? Or maybe 9? I think it must be an 8-day. And it's too cold anymore to do it in the creek and stuff. I don't know, I'm surprised at how cold it is. I mean, it's July and August. It's not particularly cold months, but I don't know, maybe this section of Oregon is always kind of colder, even in the summertime. I have no idea. But anyways, all of that is to say, I am so excited for a nice warm breakfast. I've heard the portions are not particularly large for what they charge you for, but honestly, it's not the end of the world. I'm really excited to pick up my resupply box today because I don't remember everything I've packed myself, and I just have to make it 4 more days, so I'll have to see what I need to just top myself off. And I'm also hoping there's a chance some people are gonna stick around and linger today at Crater Lake, similar to how I will, because the camping options are just really weird. It's you can either go all the way around the rim and camp at the end of the rim, which I'm guessing most people will do if they're there today still this morning, or else you can go on the 9 more miles after that, and then that's the next camp spot. So it's just that would be super easy to do for someone starting today. That would be a 20-mile day. Oh my gosh, I'm walking over snow for the first time in ages. Last time I did this, I fell on camera. Alright, it's okay. The down is always where you gotta watch your back though. It's slippery. Anyways, okay, I guess I don't really have anything else interesting to say other than it is day 112. Abigail, Nikki, and Marie will be here in 4 days, and I am unbelievably excited. I cannot wait to spend time with my family and my community on trail outside. Just feeling that much closer to being halfway through Oregon almost. I mean, that still is 10 days away, but I feel there's just these little, I guess, mile markers or milestones in my head that I'm just feel excited about and it feels like I can see a lot more of the progress I'm making. I don't know if it's just because I'm finally out of California or what, but even getting to Ashland, I feel was such a big deal, in Oregon, even though that's the first city in Oregon that you would stop at, and now I'm at Crater Lake. So, alright, I'm so excited to see Crater Lake though too, I'll just say. I have never been there, and it's really cool that the trail goes through, really just really, really cool, amazing parts of the world, honestly. I just don't think I could ever do the AT. I mean, I could never do any other through hike, but when I think of all the views we get and the national parks we go through, the mountains and then Crater Lake and Lassen Volcanic even though that was a burned area, so that was too bad. Point being, like, the AT just doesn't have, I know I haven't done it, but every single AT person I have passed, every single person says the views here in the first 100 miles are better than the whole trail of the AT. So, and the first 100 miles are the desert. It's like, I mean, it is beautiful, but it's not even the mountains, you know? So, yeah, I'm just feeling grateful for, trying to feel grateful for it all, I guess, because I feel like I've been a little in the headspace of like, I think I've been like very focused on how many miles I want to do, what's the fastest I can get done with this hike. Honestly, like that's what I've been thinking about, and I spend a lot of time at night recalculating miles. Literally, I do, which I love that stuff. So for me, I'm kind of geeking about it. Like, oh well, that campsite says it's this, and so maybe I push the extra mile, go to that campsite, and there's water there, and you know, whatever. I just have a ball with it, really. But yeah, I'm starting to also have moments like yesterday. I made myself walk slower in the morning. And because I was really trying to be like, look at what is around you. Like, do you realize how lucky you are to be surrounded by these woods and the trees and this view? Like, yesterday I had such a beautiful ridge walk in the morning. And yeah, I just noticed like a weird looking dandelion that was spiral shaped. You'll see the picture of it. And like different rock forms. And so anyways, I'm really trying to slow down mentally enough. Like, I don't necessarily want to slow down my miles, although I think that is a part of it as well, of being slow enough to just like really take in and appreciate what's around me. I think it's also been weird because I've been so into podcasts, and I do think that podcasts have really like it changes my relationship with being out here a little, because I think before I'm just thinking to myself a lot, and maybe I'm looking around a little more, or I'm hearing noises around me more, so I'm looking around. And whenever I listen to a podcast, I only have one headphone in, so I'm always can hear what's around me, but I don't know, it definitely takes away a little bit from being just in the woods. So anyways, I guess I have a lot of morning reflections for you this morning. So, day 112. Here we go. That is Folgers. That is Folgers coffee. That's wrong. Okay, so I ordered myself a second breakfast. This breakfast is on Ralph and Renee. Thank you so much for your donation and for following my channel. I got the same meal except for with bacon this time, and also I got a Marion berry syrup. So I'm super excited. Thank you so much for buying me breakfast at Crater Lake. Yay, resupply box! Ooh, Oreo, Big Noon, plus some items from the hiker box. Okay, it is 12:40 and I am still lingering around. I haven't even jumped in the shower yet, but I'm getting ready to. I just don't know where the closest shower is. Thought maybe I'd see one here. Anyways though, so wait, hold on. Okay, I think I see what I'm gonna go for. I just met like my first lesbian couple on trail. They're from Australia, and I was so stoked. They skipped up past NorCal with another couple, and so I was just saying like, oh my goodness, like hopefully maybe we would get to see them in Shelters Cove when Abigail joins me, as well as Nikki and Marie, and we will have just like a diking out moment. But it was really cool to meet them. They said that they started this queer group chat, so they had just added me, and I can add other folks that I had met, and we all were just totally gushing about queer community on trail, and I was just like crying in the club, of course. So yeah, that was like really, really wholesome. So I got to chat with them, and then they gave me the other couple gave me a homemade dehydrated meal. My resupply was awesome. I feel like I did a really, really good job of what I sent myself. Like truly, I feel like I'm really happy with having done a resupply box here and the food I sent, and I'm excited for Shelters Cove because I also have a resupply box there. I'm starting to think that like resupply boxes are way better than just like stumbling into the general stores. Because I will not buy something that looks good if it's too expensive, and the general stores are just wacky expensive. So then I end up eating, you know, just crackers, and that's just not what I would recommend doing. So, yeah, anyways though, I'm gonna throw away my garbage and take a shower. Ooh, the mosquitoes are out. And I'm honestly contemplating maybe staying and having lunch. I really wasn't going to since I literally had 2 full breakfasts, but they also do free refills, and I'll be honest, I'm just like having a hard time feeling like I want to get going here. I'm like honestly not even sure I'm going to do the full 11 miles today, and that's okay. I've bought myself like a lot of time for the next few days, but I can't decide. I'm having a hard time deciding what I want to do. I think I will though either way go back to where there's lunch because I want to charge up my phone and do maybe a little more video editing. So maybe I'll just head out later today, but I don't know. My pack's gonna be quite heavy because I have a lot of food. And yeah, I mean, luckily, if I don't do the full 11 today, there's a place that's like 6 miles in that I can camp at, and that would be just as fine, and I will just have a longer next few days, which is also just as fine, since they were only going to be 20 milers. So anyways, yeah, I'm gonna take a shower and see y'all soon. Yee, showered. Okay, back at it already. My pack is way heavier with all that food. I think I'm going to just walk to the general store, and I want to refill my water so I can get rid of that bloody pond water and have different water. And then I think I'm gonna walk the like, I don't know, 4 to 6 miles to, it's the more touristy part of Crater Lake. It's where you get to the actual rim of the Crater Lake. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that because there's also a little cafe there, and my understanding is that there's service there, like LTE. So I might just try to get 4 to 6 out of the way now because I'm having a hard time getting going. I'm very, very tempted to just stay at the cafe up here and just wait here until like 3. Right now it's 1:30. So yeah, I'm thinking just try to get those miles out now, and then even if I stay there for another hour up at the actual Crater Lake, then I'll be able to charge things a little more because not everything got charged. And then if I want to get a drink or a little side snack, although I'm gonna really try not to because I do have a lot of food. I have more than enough food to get me to Shelters Cove, and then I have a box coming at Shelters Cove, so I really don't need to. But man, French fries will always taste better than my almonds, you know. But it's okay. Maybe instead I'll just eat my Rice Krispie treats, and that will be tastier than French fries. Feeling good. It's definitely weird to take a shower and then start hiking again, because there's a big part of me that's like, I just haven't done it. Like usually when I shower, I'm like getting ready to have a 0 or a rest the rest of the day. But anyways, we're ready to go. Feeling good. Gonna get some fresh water and get some miles in and then take another break. So here we go. Ginormous frog. I don't know if you can even see it. There it is. Okay, I've made it to the lodge. That was a steep climb. I'm having some snacks, Rice Krispie treats, and I'm charging. And right in front of me, I can see Crater Lake, and it's really beautiful. I still have a long ways ahead of me today. It's almost 4, so I don't think I'll get to camp until at least 8 p.m. The thing about the Blue Blaze alternate route is that we cannot see the elevation gain. So even the one I just did right now, there's a lot of climbing, and with my pack being so heavy, my knee started to hurt a little more, and so I was just not going very fast, even though it was only 2 miles. But yeah, I still have like 8 miles to go, so I'm not sure how high an elevation that'll be. Wow, first sights of Crater Lake, and look who shows up in the car! Roger and Frank. Where's Frank?
He's coming up here.
All right, so it's 5 p.m. Oh my, look. I have to say I'm really surprised with how big and beautiful Crater Lake is. I don't know why I thought it would be anything other than amazing, but it's pretty extraordinary actually, and ginormous. Like, I didn't realize it was so big, I think is what I'm thinking. Anyways, it's 5 p.m. I still have 9 miles to go, 8.7 technically, and yeah, I think I've given myself a hard challenge here. I ought not to have waited so long, but you know, what do you do about it now, honestly? There are other places I can camp along the way, like I've said, but you have to have permits for those, and I didn't get permits for those. I don't know that they would necessarily kick me out or whatever, but I do know that yesterday one of the rangers was going around and asked one of the guys to show his permit, and he didn't have one to camp there. And I don't know what he had to do. I don't know if he had to leave or whatever happened, but I know they're definitely going around checking for permits. So yeah, I think I'll have to go the full 8.7 at this time of day. We'll see when we get there. All right, rim trail, let's do it. All right, I have 2.5 miles until I get to camp. It is 7:10. I could hypothetically be there by 8, but I feel like I have a bit of climbing coming up. I don't know for sure. It's also like, it's incredibly beautiful. It's wide open fields, but it means that it's quite windy. And I'm kind of getting a little cold, so I'm getting just a little nervous because I still have at least an hour of hiking, I would have to guess. And I don't know. I always just get a little scared when I don't know what camp will look like. You know, I don't know if I have to do a lot of climbing, so if that will take longer. And if it gets a bit colder, like, I'm pretty much just racing the sunset. And if I go over any more ridges, like, the sun can be covered quite easily. So, a little nervous, but it's okay. I'm actually moving a lot faster than I anticipated. I thought I might not be there. Like, the fast estimate was being there by 8 p.m. Being slow was like 8:30. Right now I have 2.5 miles left, so I really could be able to get there by 8 p.m., which would be great. And you know, another shout out to Renee Ralph. This is why I ate 2 breakfasts, because I did not stop for dinner, and I knew I was gonna need that extra energy today. So thank you again for breakfast. All right, I'll keep y'all posted when I get to camp. Camp tonight. There's another spot over here, and I passed like several people down back that way. It's a really lovely camp. And super messy in my tent. Dinner tonight is gonna be a beef steak, crispy delis, and some chips. I just want to say, I've never had these before in my life, and these are probably my new favorite snack. Crispy dillies. These are what they look like. It's, I guess, like vinegar flavored fried cucumbers. Or dill flavored, whatever. It's so good. It's crunchy. It tastes like pickles. I mean, they said here, pulled pork, great on pulled pork sandwiches, potato salad, and loaded mac and cheese. They forget to mention great by itself. Oh my goodness. The other thing I'll say is that someone put Biscoff cookies in the hiker box, which is nuts, because Biscoff cookies, I think, are one of the best cookies in the world. So I feel like the luckiest person alive today.